If you had to rate the performance of the interim government on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, what score would you give?
Actually, the term is chadabazi. And I was looking for the good English word for chadabazi, but we are against any kind of cultist politics. 626 people fled to India.
You often describe July movement as an incomplete revolution. You even suggested that a full-scale and a final revolution may happen in 10 to 15 years, or even by our next generation. What would that full-scale and final revolution look like, and what would that achieve?
Okay. First of all, I would like to request you to change or transfer the word incomplete revolution, rather continuous revolution. In many speeches, actually, we are trying to say we are in the revolution. I'm talking to you. We are walking on the street, making election campaign. These all are the part of our movement. Great tragedy that actually we couldn't make the full-scale revolution. So how it could be? We couldn't punish those bureaucrats who destroyed the democracy, those who helped to election engineering, rigging our election, those who destroyed fully our environment. And you think, I would like to mention just now, India took corridor from Bangladesh in the name of transit. All the academics, journalists, they are well informed that when it is between the two countries, it cannot be transit. In geopolitics or political science, it is corridor. But they coined it. They made the narrative like transit. And all the groups of academia supported these kinds of narratives. This is dishonesty. So we couldn't punish those academics, bureaucrats. You think 626 people fled to India after the revolution. 1 month, they stayed in Bangladesh. Someone in the cantonment, someone in the house or shelter of some political parties' leaders, and in other places. These 626 people were directly involved with killing children from the helicopters, firing the people from drones. They killed the people. They burned the dead bodies. And they fled to India without any kind of apologies and punishment. How can we say we made a revelation? No. So we are in the process. And we firmly believe in the process. The process is this unfinished revolution must be finished one day. This killer should be punished someday. The people who abducted the people, made Aina Ghor, destroyed the sovereignty of Bangladesh, they should be punished. They must be punished. And we will fight for this. We'll fight for the justice. We'll fight for the insaf. No aggression in this land. This aggression can be from India or any other countries. But aggression will not be permitted in the next Bangladesh, because you think the vanguard of this July uprising were the Gen Zs. Were they very political? No. They are the most apolitical generation. When the apolitical generation turns into the political groups, it's huge. So we cannot mobilize them for the new Bangladesh. Now we are trying to those souls, those honest pupils, dedicated and motivated souls, those who are not corrupted, those who are very much patriotic. We are collecting them, And the first revolution would be mental. In our mindset, we have to establish this. We are not alone. In this world, Bangladesh is not alone. We have many neighbors. Many countries are with Bangladesh if we fight for the honesty and sincerity. So, it's a long movement, but if I die today, what do you think? Will Bangladesh die? No. Bangladesh will exist. Bangladesh will run. So, for the better Bangladesh, for our independent and sovereign Bangladesh, for our next generation, for my son, for my nephews, what I am contributing to them? I am contributing a movement. When I will die, I will go to my grave. I would like to give him a gift that I was starting. We were starting a movement for the Azadi. Please continue it until your death. It's our dream.
So if I understand it correctly, you link revolution with a deeper shift in mindset. That leads me to a very provocative word that I've heard you use, Tungipara colony, or for that matter, Gopalganj colony, where you suggested that people from Tungipara or Gopalganj, they enjoyed disproportionate privileges under the former regime. This raises a broader question about our political psyche. Do you think citizens allow authoritarianism or corruption as long as they get personal benefits from them? Is that a widespread mentality in Bangladesh?
Okay. First of all, citizens or people of Bangladesh do not want to get these kinds of advantages from an authoritarian ruler or autocrat. But only a few people, they are very few in numbers, they want to get advantages, supporting the autocratic power exercise and help them to be a fascist. But the number of these are very few. The second one is you used Tungipara colony. Yes, of course.
I heard you use that.
Yes, Tungipara colony. But I have a correction for my friends, those who are listening to my speech. Tungipara colony is closely connected with some mafias. Not the whole people of Tungipara are responsible for those thugs people. Some mafia, those who are immensely corrupted, kill the people, got the advantages, and got promoted like IGP, secretary in the secretariat, and other things. But why the people of Gopalganj? Why the patriot people of Tungipara will get the responsibility of some few mafia people? So, the Tungipara colony is closely connected with these kinds of mafia people, those who killed, who abducted people, those who corrupted, and so on. But the patriot people from Tungipara, of course, they are the fighters, patriot people of Gopalganj. Of course, they are our brothers and sisters. But when you sell the name Tungipara in the name of mafiaism, it's a problem. Our struggle is we are against any kind of cultist politics. Tungipara cannot be switched into Bogura or Gaptoli. If my home district is Jhalagathi, so after 50 years or 30 years, if I am elected as the Prime Minister, so no cult politics or cultist politics in the name of Jhalagathi, we eagerly oppose this. I am some of my people from my home district call me and say me, brother, I'm from your home district. But I tell him, please say brother, I am from Bangladesh. I am struggling for Bangladesh, not for Borishal or Jhalagati. I would like to struggle for Bangladesh, not for Tungipara, not for Gaptoli, not for Bogura, Gopalganj. In our mindset, first of all, we would like to be from Jhalagati, then Borishal, then Bangladesh. No, our first identity is Bangladesh. Then Bangladesh, and finally Bangladesh. And if we can build this psyche in the structure of our political thinking, I think a great change will be happening in the political culture. So I would like to request you, the people who are listening from Gopalganj, Tungipara, please don't get me wrong. I am not against the Gopalganj or Tungipara. We are solely against the mafia regime in the name of Tungipara, the mafia practice in the name of Gopalganj. But we have a great deal of love, respect, and honor for the people of Gopalganj, Tungipara, and others, those who are fighting for the sovereign and independent Bangladesh. We have this salute for them.
So what you're suggesting is there needs to be an ownership of the country in your mind.
Yes.
You're essentially describing a society that requires political awakening, going beyond personal interest, going beyond territorial supremacy, if I may say that. Osman Hadi, you yourself have made a big transformation. You started as a cultural activist, but now you're contesting for a parliamentary seat. So you've evolved as a person, politically, in your mindset, socially, and also how you think, how you react to people. How do you see the cultural activism can transform the political discourse in a country like Bangladesh?
You know, in the West, of course, and our neighbors, culture impacts the politics very much. And culture builds, constructs, and shapes the politics. It is not politics that which builds the culture. Because what is culture? Culture is what we are. So, how we eat, how we work, how we talk, and how we do politics is all about our culture. In Awami fascist regime, they differentiated the culture and politics like this. You will be an activist like cultural activist. All of your efforts will go for Awami League. You will sing a song, you will dance, you will make drama or documentaries in the name of cultural activism. But actually you are merely a political activist. But you are not mentioning this. This is a hypocrisy, we think. It's our very bold stand that all the members of Inkilab Moncho, we are very much political. We are very much political, though we are not framing or forming a political organization or political party. Our struggle is we want to make all the people of Bangladesh political. We have to be political. But all the people who will not join the political party, and what is our politics? Our politics is to build a sovereign and independent nation. Our politics is to make a corruptionless nation, a nation for justice, for service. So we are raising this voice by music, by drama, by procession, by slogan. All are the cultural elements and components. So I think culture is nothing without politics. Because, you know, in the Awami regime, I don't want to mention their names. They are actor, actress, heroes, heroines. They are very much cultural, but they went to the house of Begum Khaleda Jia to tell her, you are burning the people, calling Hortal. But they are not giving the political voice. They are very much cultural, is it right? No, they're political in the name of culture. So we would like to break this hypocrisy. Yes, we are political. So what extent? To the extent of sovereignty, independent. And we raise our voice in the way of culture and music and, slogan, procession. It's an art. If street drama is an art, why not procession on the street is an art? Why not revolution is an art? Of course, and we are trying to make the procession, how we talk, how we make debates, these all are art and we are the artists. And we would like to say we are political artists. And for that reason, we coined the new term politico-cultural. Inkilab Monch is a political cultural platform. And they do everything culturally for making the politics for Bangladesh. We have no hypocrisy on this.
There is a perception that many activists, many popular movement leaders like you, because you've gone viral in the last couple of months, or let's say in the last 1 year, people like you face challenges when they enter electoral politics. What sort of challenges have you been facing as you transition into mainstream politics?
Of course, it's a huge challenge because, electoral politics is a totally different thing. But if we cannot change the way we do politics, especially electoral politics, Bangladesh will never be changed. So how long can it take to be changed? You have to break the ice. Who will build the cat? Someone needs to build the cat. And we took the challenges. We started our struggle. If we fail, actually it is not failure. If after the death of our community, of our platform, if we can know our youth phase won the election without corruption, muscle power, guns, and only for the votes and the affection and love from the people, we will be able to say, yes, we started this movement 30 years ago. So we exactly know where to start, and we have started already. But who will finish it? We don't know. But someone needs to finish it. It may be my son, or the third generation, or the fourth generation, but it needs to be. If we cannot change the system, many people will die, thousands of people will die, then July will again come, July again, August, September, but Bangladesh, for the people of Bangladesh, will never come. Someone needs to build the cat, and we started. It's our glory. So we are in the journey. Hopefully, we will win, inshallah.
Since we started talking about the electoral politics, let me bring the conversation to your constituency, Dhaka 8. Beyond your political ideology, beyond the aura you present, voters from Dhaka 8 would like to know some concrete plans. If they ask, what are some top 3 priorities for Dhaka 8?
Okay.
How would you respond?
First of all, I would like to share my opinion with you. If the voters are not aware well about their rights, if they cannot differentiate what is the job responsibility of an MP and a mayor, so it's very tough to go with this politics. Problem is, all the MP candidates from every parties, what they commit before the people, 80% of their commitment do not cover in the legislature because they commit these work or these activities which is or which are not in their hands or their power. let's see. What is the actually function of local government? Like city corporation. What is the responsibilities or job responsibility of mayor of a city corporation? Councillor of a city corporation. If I commit the work of a city corporation councillor, of a city corporation mayor, it is wrong. So, and this is populist politics. He knows this is not is in his capacity, but he commits for the populist advantages. So, first of all, our first struggle is we would like to inform our people, please be clear, be aware of what is the exact written work of your MP and your councillor. Okay. First of all, in the parliament, I will be able to make some policies like our education policy, health policy, for all the people of Bangladesh, especially, I would like to share three things as you asked me. Though we are working on our manifesto and it will be exposed after some days, we are working on it. But instantly, I can tell you the three things. Number one, Dhaka 8 is the core of Dhaka city, especially in healthcare, like PG Hospital, Dhaka Medical College, Bardem. These are not only in Dhaka 8. These are the core of medical treatment or the health treatment, healthcare in Bangladesh. I can share with you, from the countrywide people, they come here for the treatment. But there is a huge syndicate in these hospitals. A people or a villagers, when he comes to hospital, he doesn't get any kind of information until he gets an advocate like, broker. First of all, we will break these kinds of syndicates. Especially for the people of Dhaka 8, we will open some booth in these hospitals for service. We will give voluntary activities, voluntary support, like if an uneducated pupil, a rickshaw puller, a van puller, a school teacher comes to hospital, we will give him the company to bring him to the doctors, to the diagnostic centers within the hospital. This is our first priority. And the shocking news is, if I die in the hospital in PG or Dhaka Medical, and if I need an ambulance, no, it will be very tough because there is a huge syndicate of ambulance business. You have to go through this ambulance business. Think, after my death, I am also in the syndicate business. So our first priority is, at any cost, we will break the syndicate business in this medical area. Medical will be the comfort zone for the voters and non-voters in Dhaka 8. Number one. Number two, this July uprising was led by the Gen Z. The youth should be empowered. Our students, those who are undergraduate students, very much disappointed because he exactly doesn't know what he will do after the graduation. No education fair, no job fair in his university or campus. Actually, he can meet. So we are working on it that we will give some skill trainings to the voters of Dhaka 8. By these trainings, if he wants to go abroad, he will be benefited. And if he wants to launch a business in Bangladesh, we will give him the support. And if he wants to make a business within the Dhaka 8, we will ensure him we will not collect any single paisa from him, any thugs, any terrorist, any political muscleman wants money from him, we will protest. Not only protest, inshallah, we will explore this on media. It's our commitment. We will try our best. And the third one, we will work on, Dhaka 8 is the hub of rent-seeking. Actually, the term is chadabaji. And I was looking for the good English word for chadabaji, but there is no English word which can completely relate and represent the word Bangla chadabaji, because I think in the West or English dictionary, who are very expert in lexicography, this sort of chadabaji actually is not happened in the West. For that reason, they cannot correlate. Dhaka 8 is the hub of chadabaji. A rickshaw puller, a van puller, school teacher, a hawker, every people are bound to give illegal money to some political people, those who are Muslims, those who are thugs. But they don't mention their name on media because they're in life threats. They feel insecure. But it cannot be for a long time. We will try our best until the rehabilitation of these people. They need or they have the right to do business on these places. But he doesn't have to pay any paisa to any political thugs. Some political parties or some political figures give some license to these rickshaw pullers, hawkers, and they collect money. But this money don't go to the city corporation treasury. So who gave you the right to these political thugs or terrorists or Muslims to give the permission, license to the rickshaw pullers, hawkers? So this business should be stopped. And we will work for it. So 3 things we want to do. Number 1, we will ensure the healthcare breaking the syndicate in the hospital. Number 2, we will try our best to connect the youth to the employment. And third one is we will fight against the corruption, against the chadabaji in our constituency. It's our prime concern and focus.
Osman Hadi, I asked you a lot of questions. Some of them were uncomfortable, but then thank you for being so spontaneous with your response. One final question to you. How has July uprising changed you as a person?
Okay, first of all, actually July uprising not only changed Osman Hadi, I think changed the whole generation, whole nation. Of course, being a part of the generation of this nation, I changed myself. And the core point is now I and my team of Inqilab Moncho, we are always ready to do anything at any cost. If it needs to sacrifice our lives, no matter. But we want a sovereign and independent state. We want a country for justice, even for Awami League also. Someone says we provoke. Please, we provoke against the killers, not against the gentlemen. So it shaped us to be Iron Men. If you just observe our personal life, including me, the core member of Inqilab Moncho, we don't have any personal life for the last 1 year. We cannot sleep more than 2 or 3 hours. We cannot take our meal on time. We lose our financial capacity, but we are very happy because we achieved an independent land for working for the people. So it's our pleasure.
We're almost at the end of the episode. I have a rapid fire round.
Sure.
I'm going to throw you a couple of quick questions. I want instant response. Shall I start?
Okay.
If you had to rate the performance of the interim government on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, what score would you give?
6.
What is one area where the interim government has done reasonably well so far?
Verdict against killer Hasina.
And what is that one area where the interim government has clearly fallen short or disappointed the public?
Ensuring July Charter and reformation, which was the demand of the martyrs and the family of martyrs.
What are the 3 words you want the voters to associate with you?
Honesty, justice, and vision.
Instant reaction, what comes to your mind? Awami League.
A mafia monarch.
July Revolution.
A spontaneous overflow of blood in the pursuit of justice.
The next upcoming election in 2026.
Acid test for election commission.
The next 5 years of Bangladesh.
Start the journey towards our dream.
Osman Hadi, do you have any last words for your voters?
If we change ourselves, Bangladesh will be changed. Let's change ourselves first. If you want to contribute in my election campaign, you can send money through Rocket, Nagod, and Bikash. The number is 01345 944 788. I promise I will share my bank statement or Bikash statement in my Facebook page.
Osman Hadi, what you expressed today goes beyond the conversation. You speak of a desire to reclaim sovereignty, re-examine the Bangladeshi identity, and redraw our political imagination. Elections are where these competing visions get tested by the people. And conversations like this reveal not only what the candidate wants to do, but why they believe the country must change. I am Zunaed Rabbani, and I'll see you in another episode of Election Conversations. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and stay part of the conversation. Osman Hadi, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for inviting me.